Welcome to our newest series, Options 101, Puts and Calls, where we take a look at basic options. We take you back to the beginning, assuming you know nothing about options, nonlinear derivatives, anything. We're going to start with the basics, and we're going to work our way up. So today we'll work on puts and calls. So first thing we need to know is, what is an option? An option is a financial derivative on an underlying asset and represents the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell the asset at a fixed price on or before expiration. As options offer you the right to do something beneficial, they cost some money, a premium. A call option gives the buyer the right, but not the obligation, to buy the asset at a certain price, and hence would benefit you as the price of the underlying goes up. A put option gives the buyer the right to sell the asset at a certain price, hence he would benefit as the price of the underlying asset goes down. Options can also be used to hedge against an existing position in the underlying. This reduces the risk of holding the asset, as it offers protection or insurance against adverse price movements. Options allow you to speculate also on the direction and extent of price movements. Furthermore, since options can be purchased at a fraction of the cost or required outlay of the underlying, this allows for a position to be greatly leveraged. This would magnify any losses or gains, and losses are not limited to the value of the portfolio, which is why options are said to be risky. So here's a visual picture of what we just talked about. So call options, the right to buy the underlying asset. Put options, the right to sell the underlying asset. You would buy a call if you were bullish, expecting the asset price to increase. Puts are bearish, meaning you would buy a put if you expected the asset price to decrease. The seller's outlook would be bearish on a call option. They're expecting the asset price to remain flat or decrease. And selling a put option would be bullish, meaning you're expecting the asset price to remain flat or increase. The maximum profit for a call option is theoretically unlimited. The maximum profit for a put option is limited because the asset can only go to zero. Whereas when you buy a call option, the asset can go to infinity. Your maximum loss on a call option is limited to the premium you paid. The maximum loss on a put option that you purchase is limited to the premium paid. So here's a visual picture of puts and calls. On the left, we have a call payoff. The red line shows you the convexity of an option prior to expiration. The blue line is what it looks like at expiration, the intrinsic value, right? And the black line is what your actual payoff is at expiration, including what you paid for premium, right? So you start out at negative because you had to you outlaid some money for a premium to buy a call option, and your break even is when it gets above the zero line. This works the same with the put, just in the opposite direction. So today, we've introduced you to puts and calls, plain vanilla equity and index options, which is what we'll focus on in this series. Thank you for watching. Next time, we'll introduce you to American versus European exercise and the difference between them. If you want to know more about what we do at Steep Creeks in the Delta House, click the link on the description below, and you can sign up for our free newsletter, which comes out every 2 weeks and shows you an example of what we went through in a weekly Delta House Zoom on Sundays. It's a 2-hour Zoom. We go, my opinion, I lay out what I think is going to happen with the markets for the next week, and then we have about an hour and a half of Q&A. So take a look, and I hope you enjoy our new basic series, introductory for the beginner. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.